Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Abhi Verma from Medical Medicos. I am again back with my new cadaver. So आज मैं आपको बताऊंगा कि cadaver में क्या क्या हमें parts दिखते हैं. So for the posterior compartment of the arm, we talk about this is the tricep brachii. This is a tricep brachii. It is three head. क्या कहते हैं medial, lateral and the long head. This is the long head. See carefully. This is the long head. This is the long head, and this careful. This one, this is our the lateral head. This is our the lateral head, and the middle head lies inside. That you can't see. Middle head lies inside. Okay, and this is our radial nerve. See this is the radial nerve. See this, okay, radial nerve, and this is our profunda brachii artery. This is the profunda brachii artery. Okay, this was all about the posterior compartment of the arm. So this is the back of the pectoral region. See, or simply we can see back region. In this, what we are seeing, this is a trapezius. See, you can easily identify. Show this is carefully. This is the trapezius one. This is the trapezius. This is the latissimus dorsi. Then this is the latissimus dorsi. This is the region of the rhomboidus. See this carefully. This is the rhomboidus. This is the latissimus dorsi, and this is the trapezius. This is the infraspinatus region, or the infraspinatus muscle is there. This is the supraspinatus. See, you can easily see the spinous process here. Okay, so this is the supraspinatus. This is the infraspinatus. So in this hand, lower to it there will be the presence of the deltoid origin, and upper to it will be the crest of spine to the trapezius insertion. Deltoid origin lower side, crest of spine, and the upper side there will be the insertion of trapezius. Okay, so this was about the back muscle. So here we talk about the anterior compartment of arm and also the anterior compartment of the forearm. Okay, now I'm starting here. See this carefully. So this is our biceps brachii. In this, the short head lies medially and the long head lies laterally. Then we talk about this is the cephalic vein. You can see carefully. This is the cephalic vein. See this carefully. This which is a thick one. This is the basilic vein. See carefully. Okay. Then this is the median nerve. See, you can see it carefully. Okay, you can identify. This is the median nerve. See it. This is the medium. And then this is the down one. This is the ulnar nerve. See that. See this carefully. This is the ulnar nerve. I am again showing. See this. This is the ulnar nerve, and the muscular cutaneous is the inside. See this. The small one zoom. Then you will have to see this the small cutaneous going inside, and the coracobrachialis is lies inside only. Na coracobrachialis here only, and here we have brachialis muscle. Here we have brachialis. Okay, then we come to the forearm content. In the forearm, see this, you have to trace it. Okay, na see this carefully. This is the brachioradialis coming from the lateral epicondyle. This is the brachioradialis. See carefully. Okay, this is the brachioradialis. Achha, one more thing. This is the median cubital vein. This is the median cubital vein which is used for the intravenous injection. See this where the joining, the cephalic and basilic are joining. This is the median cubital vein. Okay. Then one more thing. This is the radial nerve. See, this is the radial nerve and this is the cephalic vein. Okay. This is the radial nerve. This is the radial nerve. See this carefully. This is the radial nerve and this is the cephalic vein. Okay. Now, what I was talking about, this is the brachioradialis. See this, you have to trace it. Okay, coming from the lateral epicondyle of humerus. Then we talk about this, you have to trace it. Okay, see this, it is going to the radius side now, so it is the flexor carpi radialis. Then we talk about the palmaris longus, which is short belly and is tendinous. This is the palmaris longus. See this carefully. See this it is very thin now. This is palmaris longus. Then this is the FDS, that is the flexor digitorum superficialis. See, this is the flexor digitorum superficialis, and you don't have to show the flexor carpi unless it's inside only. No? In this, it has to the ulna, so flexor carpi ulnaris is here. Okay. So now I am going to talk about the cubital fossa content. See carefully. This is the brachioradialis. This is the brachioradialis, and this is the pronator teres. So when we talk about the borders of the cubital fossa, what we have talked about medially? Medially we have pronator teres, and laterally we have the brachioradialis. Now see this. This is the bicipital aponeurosis. See, bicipital aponeurosis, which covers the median cubital vein. Okay. This is our brachial artery. See this carefully. Brachial artery, how you can identify? This is elastic. This is elastic. See carefully. This is our brachial artery. This is our brachial artery. Okay. Then we have this. this is the radial nerve. See this carefully. This is the radial nerve. This is the radial nerve. Okay, this is the radial nerve. Then we have this, the median nerve. Okay, we have, this is the median nerve. So this is the median nerve. Okay, you can see it carefully. This is the median nerve. See this. Okay, so this was all about the content of cubital fossa. I want to tell you one more thing. In this now, this is the median nerve. This was a median nerve, and this was the radial nerve. See, this was the radial nerve. See this. Zoom. This was a radial nerve, and this was the median nerve. See carefully. This was the median nerve. Okay, and one more thing. See, this was the basilic vein now. From here, it is forming the median cubital vein, and this is the torn part of the basilic vein. Okay, and for the cubital region, for the D fascia of it is known as the anti-cubital fascia or anti-brachial fascia, we can say. So I'm repeating it again. The D fascia for the cubital region is known as the anti-brachial fascia. Anti-brachial fascia. See, this is the anti-brachial fascia. Okay. Achha, sometimes in Viva, the question is asked, if superficial fascia is removed, then what will you remove? So what I want to tell you is, on the superficial fascia lying of the lateral cutaneous nerve of medial nerve, so I'm repeating it again. The two things which I want to tell you is the lateral cutaneous nerve of forearm and the medial cutaneous nerve of forearm. So when the superficial fascia will be removed, these two things will be removed, and also along this, in the superficial fascia region only, there lies the cephalic and basilic vein also there lies. Okay, so this was all about the new things which the Viva can ask. This was all about the markings or the cadaver which you have to tell about the cubital fossa and all that, and the incision part I will tell you in the next one video. And one more things, in this region I am telling you about the this is the sternocleidomastoid muscle. Sternocleidomastoid muscle. Where is sternocleidomastoid? Okay. So see this carefully. These three muscles. Okay. These three muscles. This is the presence of the sternohyoid. This is the sternothyroid, and this is the sternocleidomastoid. Okay, and one more thing I am telling about, when we remove this body part and we remove skin, superficial fascia, then the D fascia is connected to this part only. Okay, pectoralis major muscle, full, you can see this, and this is the pectoralis minor muscle. Okay, pectoralis major overlap this part. Okay, so this was all about the basic criteria of the muscle and all the cadaver part. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.